Whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56. Look it.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed.
Now they try the right side here. And an alley to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll buy some time right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Give them 12 yards there, the Chargers have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Manning to throw on second down. And that is incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Lucky 56.
Shotgun now for Manning. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
They'll look to throw here. Left side here to Sanders. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They go play action here on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A toss play, Gordon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
319! 319! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Manning throwing on second down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Manning. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's
come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Manning. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And they'll go on the ground. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, here we go. 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Looking deep for Demarius. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pass incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsey. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Manning will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
On play action, it's Manning. Well, this is taken in, it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The intended receiver there, Allen. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. Motion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set! 319! 319! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll run it here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. 57. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Here we go now. Boom, landing.
Looking to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Manning. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Right there, 54, right there. 54. Gun!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Keep playing hard, fellas. All day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hurry up, here we go!
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down is Manning. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
Manning to throw on second down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Manning to throw on second down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Into the red zone now. Manning, and his pass incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now a play fake. Manning. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, here we go.
On third down, Manning. Flush to his right. This is Gordon on the dump off. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Motion! Motion! Gun! 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 Hot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Set! 319! 319! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Now back to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Got it! Detroit! Detroit!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Returning, it's Benjamin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra points.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Manning. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Detroit!
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. To throw, it's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, no it ain't. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. You know, love more ain't. When I'm on the beat, I make it dumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. Change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Hey, 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 hey.
Thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. Nigga just hitting, I'm way up and made it. The mad, man in them baggers, I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bark. running the best. Come moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Come moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Come moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Come moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. Weave blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Come moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Come moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Come moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Come moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground. Frontin' like a ride with the mob, why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll, holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche, shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave, watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, so, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
What's up, gang?
Let me go secure for the game right quick.
Hey, what's up, gang?
I got it.
I think it's my fault.
For real.
What's up,
Keep the
man?
rest.
Hey, I got that check-in to go.
I'm gone.
A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip. Good drip.
But she love you. Don't cut your.
Yeah.
Brando Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm out like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get this me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No, I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
out. No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle of my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Feel like a man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shorty ought to be my me. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You let I left, yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I down, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't matter. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happen when you give it a fake life, and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the choke code.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hitting them. They hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27.